Welcome to an advanced watch folder tutorial for Peernet's Document Conversion Service, DCS for short. This video will show you how to set watch folder service to monitor multiple input folders and create different files depending on which input folder the file is dropped into. Document Conversion Service's watch folder service is able to monitor an unlimited number of input folders at one time, allowing users to create a variety of file formats concurrently. Several sample watch folder configuration sections for common conversions are included. These sections can be modified or copied to create new watch folders. Each watch folder uses its own input folder to look for files to convert and has its own set of working folders to use during conversion, as well as its own output folder settings for what type of file you want to create. For example, if your organization needs to produce grayscale TIFF files for sales purposes and needs to produce black and white PDF files for shipping purposes, you would create two new watch folder sections and designate a different input folder for each section, along with the corresponding working folders and output settings. The designated output folder, however, could be the same for both watch folder sections. In this video, I'll show you how to modify the watch folder to monitor two different input folders in order to create grayscale TIFF files for sales confirmations and black and white PDF files for shipping labels concurrently. To edit the watch folder configuration file, we first need to make sure that watch folder service is stopped. Open the Start menu, click Document Conversion Service, and select Stop Watch Folder Service. Open the watch folder configuration file by opening the Start menu, clicking Document Conversion Service, and selecting Configure Watch Folder Settings. Scroll down to the watch folder section that you would like to edit. In this case, we will edit the default watch folder section called Convert to TIFF. Here we are going to copy the included Convert to TIFF sample watch folder section to create the grayscale TIFF watch folder we want. Copy the whole watch folder section and paste it under the current watch folder section to create a new section. We will need to rename our new watch folder section. Also ensure the watch folder enabled setting is set to true. Now we need to enter new folder paths for the watch folder section so that it does not conflict in any way with the original Convert to TIFF watch folder. Please note that to avoid file collisions, all the folder paths must be unique for each watch folder and for each folder setting in a watch folder. Then enter the setting to create a grayscale file in this watch folder section. Because we copied the default Convert to TIFF watch folder section, the only field we need to change is Save Color Reduction from Optimal to Gray. Other settings you may want to edit are the Use Time Date subfolders. Changing these settings to false will mean that the failed and completed folder will no longer be organized by date and time subfolders based on when they were picked up from the input folder. You may also want to change Save Remove File Extension. Changing this setting to =1 will remove the original file extension in the output file's name. Just be careful to avoid duplicate file names. You can find these setting details in the Document Conversion Service User Guide under Conversion Settings, Save. To make black and white PDF files, we'll begin with the default watch folder section called Convert to Adobe PDF watch folder. Copy the whole watch folder section and paste it under the current watch folder section to create a new section. We will need to rename our new watch folder section. Also ensure the watch folder enabled setting is set to true. Again, we need to enter new folder paths for this new watch folder section in order to avoid any overlap with another watch folder section. To alter our copied watch folder section to create a black and white output, add these two lines first. Then change Save Color Reduction from Optimal to Black and White, and save Dithering Method to either Floyd or Burks. Dithering methods are only used for black and white images. Try both options and see what works best for your files. Remember, it is common to edit the Use Time Date subfolders setting and the Save Remove File Name extension setting. Save the watch folder configuration file. Now restart Watch Folder Service to implement the changes by clicking Start, Document Conversion Service, and Start Watch Folder Service. Now files dropped into the Sales Input folder are converted to grayscale TIFF files. And files dropped into the Shipping Input folder are converted to black and white PDF files. As demonstrated, you can create as many watch folder sections as needed to monitor as many folders as required in order to accomplish conversion. Be sure to check out our Getting Started series for Document Conversion Service, or watch some of our more advanced tutorials to learn how to customize DCS further and achieve optimal conversion performance. We are always available to help with configuration and answer any questions you have about setup or the product. If you haven't done so already, follow the link below and download your free trial.